If you're still confused about why tight hip flexors can be such a bad thing, this video should clear it all up. The hip flexors consist of 5 different muscles, and their primary responsibility is bringing the knee toward the torso. All the hip flexors attach along various parts of the hip and at different locations along the front and side of the leg, with the exception of the psoas major muscle, which is the largest hip flexor and also happens to attach directly onto the lumbar spine across T12 through L5, which is exactly why this muscle in particular can cause so many issues across the whole body. Whenever the psoas muscle becomes tight or weak, it can pull on the lumbar spine, which can either exacerbate the lumbar curve, leading to hyperlordosis, or take away from the lumbar curve, leading to a condition known as flat back, which is also not good. The pelvis's altered position will then begin to affect how the muscles that attach at the hips operate, ultimately lengthening some muscles causing excessive weakness, and shortening other muscles causing excessive tightness. These muscular imbalances will then start to create issues elsewhere in the body. It's important to understand tightness versus weakness in a muscle. In general, when a muscle is chronically lengthened, it becomes weaker, and when it's chronically shortened, it becomes tighter, but not necessarily stronger. What tight and weak muscles both have in common is less range of motion and less blood flow, which is why the hip flexors, and in particular the psoas major muscle, should be both strengthened and lengthened to restore proper function. My favorite stretches are the runner stretch and the elevated hip flexor stretch, and my favorite strengthening exercise is this weighted high knee movement. There are various other ways to strengthen the hip flexors, but this one's my favorite since it's functional and requires a bit of core stabilization. Hopefully this video made sense, and if you're somebody out there who's suffering from lower back pain, this is your reminder to start strengthening and stretching your hip flexors. It could immediately start doing wonders for your lower back. If you got value from this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to y'all soon.